Look into my eyes and show me adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind.
What's up, guys? I'm Kevin Nahai. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Other Side. And today's episode is the part 2 to the work-life balance video. I'll link it below in case you missed it last week. Today's episode is all about motivation. How do you stay motivated to do all of the things that you have to do, all of your commitments, if you are a busy person like me? So I've got a lot on my plate. I have 2 jobs. I'm in graduate school full-time. I work really, really hard on this channel to create all of this content. I meditate every day, twice a day. I have a puppy that I take care of. And of course, I have my friends and I have my family and I have my hobbies. So I juggle a lot of balls at once. And that wasn't a sexual reference. But anyway, how do I stay motivated to do all of that stuff? I try only to fill my life with things that don't really require motivation. And what I mean by that is I try to fill my life with things that excite me, okay? So for example, the guy who gets up on the weekends to go play basketball with his buddies, he doesn't need to be motivated to go do that. He doesn't need to dig deep to find the motivation inside him to get his ass up out of bed and go play basketball because he looks forward to going to play basketball because he loves it, right? That's very different from something like going to the DMV. When I gotta go to the DMV, it takes every ounce of motivation I could possibly muster to drive my ass down there and wait in the fucking line for 10 hours because I hate doing it. Now, obviously, life is not just a game of going to play basketball. There are things that we have to deal with, such as working, such as going to the DMV, paying our taxes, things that we do have to dig deep and muster a little bit of motivation because they're important things to do in life. However, all of the things in my life, even when they seem tedious or even when I'm not crazy about doing them, they're connected to a higher purpose. They are connected to something that I really, really do enjoy and that doesn't require for me to feel motivated about doing. For example, I love being in school. I've always loved to be in school. I've been in school for like the last 8 years between college and graduate school, right? Do I love writing papers? Do I love staying up late at night and doing homework? Would I rather be like reading a book or listening to music? Yeah, of course. So even though I don't always enjoy writing those papers or staying up late at night or like reading books on books into the middle of the night, they're connected to a higher purpose. They're connected to the fact that I love being in school. I'm having an enriching process of learning all the time. I'm pursuing my master's degree, right? So the mundane tasks are still part of something that I really, really enjoy. Or with work, for example, people always ask me, why do you work so hard when you're in school? Why do you have 2 jobs? Why don't you just have 1 job or whatever? The work that I do, I really enjoy. I look forward to going to work. I feel that I am carrying out my purpose when I'm going to work. I feel that I'm still helping people and meeting new people when I go to work. Yeah, of course, sometimes I get exhausted. Sometimes I would rather call in sick. Sometimes I'd rather not show up, just like any other human being. But in general, I've set my life up in such a way that I enjoy the work that I do and it doesn't really require me to be motivated. This would be a very, very different scenario for me personally if I was working like in a cubicle from 9 to 5. I've never seen myself as the type of person who could have a 9 to 5 job because I get really, really restless. And, you know, that type of work of like sitting behind a computer all day, that's the kind of thing that would require me to really dig deep and find some motivation to show up every day. And the problem with that is that it doesn't last. If you haven't set your life up that it's full of things that you derive some sense of purpose, some sense of joy from, then you might be able to do it for a short amount of time, but over the long term, it won't really work. So I'm not saying that you should denounce your job and quit all of your commitments and whatever and just, do the things that you enjoy all day, because if that were the case, we would just be sitting on our ass and like eating Twinkies. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, make a list of all of the commitments and priorities you have in your life. And this is, by the way, a great way to start to achieve more of a work-life balance. Make that list and then go through it and see the things that you really love, see the things that you really prioritize, see the things that you really enjoy and you want to make them a priority, and start to rank which ones are more important. If there are things that are leading nowhere, if you are in a dead-end job and it is not connected to your purpose, if you are in school or doing something that you hate all of the time and it is not leading to something higher, if it is not connected to something better, then you may need to quit that. You may need to bow out of it and take a different step in a different direction. I certainly had that experience. I've had so many jobs where I'm like, I'm working my ass off at this job, but I don't see it going anywhere. It's really not what I want to do, and I don't feel that I'm carrying out my purpose in life. If that's the case, then you may need to bow out of it and go find something else that is fulfilling to you. But all of the other things, rank them in order of importance. Relationship, I love my relationship. Job, my job is great. Spending time with my friends, yes, I do enough of that. Going to the gym, doing other things that fulfill me, yes, I spend enough time of that. Or no, I don't spend enough time at those things. And reorder them, okay? So you're creating a better balance for yourself so that each one of the things you do on a daily basis, you don't have to feel motivated to do them. Instead, you actually really enjoy doing them. If you need some help reordering your priorities and taking a look at your schedule and your commitments and finding the things that really bring you joy, then I am always here to listen and sit down with you. So send me a DM on Instagram. Be sure you check out the video on work-life balance, which was last week, and I will see you guys on the next video.